game changer for your garden. So what's going on today, Maureen?
Last week I showed you my almost 700 garlic cloves that are planted.
And what I've learned is that garlic cloves are heavy feeders. So being that it's spring and they haven't had any nutrition over the winter months, we're gonna feed them today. What are you gonna feed them with?
Compost tea.
Oh, this compost tea has been sitting over the last few months. I usually empty out the water, but this year I just left it. So I'm hoping it's gonna be good and potent. So you're probably wondering, what is compost tea? Compost tea is a game changer for your garden. And the great thing about it is it's free. You take grass clippings and weeds and other things, any green from your garden and brown, and put it into a container, fill it up with water, put a lid on it, stir it up every few days, and that's going to make this wonderful concentrate. It's going to give your plants a really great boost of nitrogen, which is really excellent. So I put mine in a big tote that I get from Costco, and so this is what I just would have finished. Whoops. Using it last year. I usually keep a big stick to stir mine around. And the straw takes a whole lot longer to break down, but I've got some old potatoes in there, and it's just teeming with life. Why, yes, it is very, very stinky. So one of the things that I found a couple of years ago was that my pumpkins weren't doing very well. The leaves were turning yellow and it was dying off. I gave it a shot of my compost tea, full strength, and it made such a difference. The plant actually started growing exponentially. It was fantastic.
I recommend wearing gloves, because if you splash it on your hands, it's very hard to get it off your hands. So I just use, like, this is an old popcorn container, this is an old Epsom salt container, and I just go over to the edge so that I don't get the chunks in there, and submerge them. And now I'm double-fisted and ready to feed.
Are you bathing in the sun, Bella? You just laying in the sunshine? Last year was my first year to ever do straw bale gardening, and it was a great success for me. And now there is a typical way of preparing your straw bales, but Mama has her own methods. Because I live in a very, very damp climate through the winter, I put my straw bales out in the fall so that they can start to collect water all through the winter season. And then I just take my compost tea in the spring here and I start dousing them with it so they're getting the nutrients in there. Again, helping it to break down, also keeping that moisture in there. So I do put mine on full strength, but then I come with my hose and I water over everything just to help push it down, and it also helps dissipate the smell in the neighborhood. But so far I've had no complaints from my neighbors. At this time of year, because we do still get rain, I'm not going to be going over and watering. So the last bed I have to do, this is my potato patch along with my grape trellis in the back. I'm going to add the compost tea so that I can add some extra fresh nutrients to the soil. That pretty much emptied out most of the liquid in my compost tea bin. So we've got to add some more water and some more greens. I like to keep just a garbage can nearby in my front yard here that I throw weeds in as I collect them. And so there was a few weeds from last year, and then I did just add a few little grasses. But now to add the water. Yes, there are very easy ways to add water to my compost bin, like taking my hose out. But this is a garbage can filled with free water. Up here where the corner collides, the water collides, and it does spurt down and into the bucket it goes. But this is very heavy. My garbage can is on wheels. Last year I was able to drag it over the wood chips, but this year not so much. But I added water to our drain. Aw, that's nice of you, Maureen. I lost a little less than half, so that's great. So it makes it much easier for me to move it, that's for sure.
right there.
And so that's what we did today. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Take care, God bless. Mama's gonna take a break.